Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Halloween. Alright, so I want to do a how-to guide for Center Station Simulator after almost 350 hours. I want to try to set this playlist up as just the best how-to guide. Some of the episodes might be a little bit shorter than others, some may be a little bit longer, but that just depends on what all I actually need to do off stream. So when you start a new game, this is where it puts you. All right, so you're in your bedroom. Change your keys in the settings. Now this is very important. You want to change your settings. Now mine are automatically saved from my previous ones. However, you will want to change the broom, water bucket, pickaxe, destruction gun, and a teleporter to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The build blueprint, it has it set as B, which is perfectly fine. I changed mine to tab because that's what I primarily use, mostly for a lot of the other um, simulator survival type games, crafting games that you'll see. They set it for tab a lot. Um, Run is left shift, control, left control. E is use, G is drop an item, F is flashlight, construction rotation R, escape, jump, and spray can is hyphen. We're gonna put that as, we're gonna leave it alone. No, we're gonna change this to 6. Okay? Oops, no. 6. There. Okay. Resume game. E to use the door. You're gonna hear the doorbell. Now, this is all little miniature versions of what all can be crafted in the game. So over here, you see all kinds of stuff. It's not going to make sense until later on in the video. All of the canning stuff. There's no coffee in the game. I wonder if that's going to come later. Alright, so open the door. E to open. E to pick up the box. We're going to bring it over to the table and hit G to drop it down. Unpack it is right click. Now, the developer is French. The letter itself is in French. But the description, you're going to see it over here. Ooh, let me actually put it on my chat, you guys. Sorry about that. Welcome in, everybody. Alright, so you can read this if you want. It's the typical, if you're reading this, then you get the station. Have fun. But the most important is, delivery trucks are not allowed to operate in this area. Vehicles seem to pass through regularly. A mystery waiting to be unraveled. Alright, so you can just drop this. Certificate, you don't need it. Keys, you don't really need that as well. Elevator, E on the button, you can drop the keys. Okay, E on the elevator, and just wait for it. There we go. We're going down. Alright. How to guide. Get started. Okay, so as of today, October 31st, 2025, this is the Halloween update. If you start after Christmas, it is going to look completely different. But for right now, it is the Halloween update, and there's actually 5 times the amount of money that you're going to get for products. So this is a fantastic time to start this game. Head to the employer door. So we're going to jump. We're not going to worry about cleaning anything up right now. Okay. On your right, open the security door in the front of your desk room and push the lever on the switch on the power. Or just switch on the power. If the power runs out, you can come back here and activate it again. So click this. Now, there's 3 solar panel kits. The tutorial is only going to have you do one at a time. However, we are going to be doing all three. You want to do all three. Again, I am going to show you the best practices on how to run your game efficiently. So we're not going to worry about the next step until we go back in, go back in and get all of our solar panels set up. Okay, and then one more. Okay, so your solar panels can be dirty. Pick up your broom using whatever button that you set it to. Again, I prefer to use the number 1, and clean with the left mouse button. There you go. Press 1 again for the broom to go away. Head to your basement. Use the tab key to open your building menu, or again, whatever you set it to. The default is B. Build a small planter box with the materials in the Kit Phoenix plantation box. Repeat this 6 times. It does not matter where you want to set this up. Now, the back wall though, I'm going to advise you to leave the back wall open. And here is why. Where is it? So the developer changed all of this. Foundry, tubular furnace. The tubular furnace is giant. And we'll need to go there. And no, it doesn't look straight, but if you saw, it was at 180 degrees, so it is straight, I promise you. Okay. Alright, so laboratory, planting, small planter. Now these are all things for planting. We have the planter, the composter, the seed generator, and the water access point. As with any new game, it is a very good idea to open up the build menu and see what all it is that you can make. Now, unfortunately, the build book does not go straight back to whatever it was that you were just on. So, we are going to do this 6 times. Now, if you notice, I left room here on this side of the wall, and I'm doing it in 2 rows of 3. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze there for a minute. Okay, so here, we're gonna build our 6 rows first. Okay. Again, right-click and E, right-click E, right-click E, right-click E. G to drop it, right-click E, right-click E. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Outside of the supermarket, right in front of you is a water well. On the right of it, you can use the E key on the screen to start it. Your max water consumption is on the bottom right of the screen. Okay, so max water quantity is 20. To increase the levels, and we will need to increase them later, $250. Right now, each small planter uses 1 water. If we were to get the sprinklers, the water bottle factory is 5 water, and the car wash is 10. Okay, so we're going to hit get started. We're going to pull out our bucket using the number 2. We're going to press E on here, and we're going to go water our planters. Now we do need to run and do this 6 times until we can make the water access point. Oh, crap. Wrong way. I got distracted, y'all. Sorry. Okay, there's 4. Five. And we got 6. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put our water bucket away again, hitting the number 2. Plant a tree seed in each planter. You have access to 6 tree seed bags and 2 bamboo seed bags on the floor next to the stairs. Don't hesitate to look at your building menu tab to see what you can build with the bamboo. Alright, so we are going to plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to leave that last tree seed there, because we are going to start planting the bamboo. You can fit 9 bamboo seeds in 1 planter. Planting. Now this is where we are going to put this eventually. So we're going to leave that right there. Okay, we're going to leave that right there. Alright. Fun time. Head outside after the water well and search for the mine. It's highlighted, so even if you didn't know where to go, look for the highlight. Once you find it, use your 3 key or whatever you have set for the pick. Take out your pickaxe. Use left mouse button twice on a lighter stone to extract a stone or clay. Continue to do it until you have 10 stones. Alright, sorry guys, I apologize. So, we're gonna hit this. Now this will give us stone and clay. If you're looking at it, we got stone and clay. Now, this only tells us to do it 10 times. However, we are going to do it until we hit 50 stone. It is very important. Again, I am giving you the best how-to guides of how to most efficiently start your center station stream. Now, it wants you to, so I hit the number 3 again, to put the pickaxe away. Take the sphere, aim for a stone and use the E key to put it in the sphere. Do this 10 times. We're going to do it 20 because the sphere holds 20. Okay. Go back to your basement and open your building menu with the tab key. Go to the foundry tab and build 1 or more wood foundries. We're doing 5. It is important to me that we do 5. Okay? Where do we want to put... Let's see. We normally put the workbench. Let's put the workbench here. We'll put it here. Maybe. Alright, so now we gotta figure out where do we want to put all of our stuff. For to destruct it if you want to destruct it. Foundry, you know what? What if we just do it all across here? That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Use the right mouse button on the sphere to take one stone in your hand, add stone, or, since the developer updated it, and he clearly hasn't updated this, you can just hold the sphere in your hand and click E. Okay? Now, it wants you to extract one or more iron ores. There's also a drill next to the water well, where you can obtain iron ores and stones faster. Now, what this is referring to is this right here. We will go ahead and turn it on because we don't have anything else running just yet. So this is going to give you stone and iron ore. We're going to let it run while we start everything else. Okay. Actually, oops. Right click on the ball to get anything out that you don't want in there. We're going to move this clay out of the way. We're just going to drop it right there. Drop it like it's hot. Alright, now, because we can't really get to any more of the stone, we gotta start clearing out. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Give me just a few minutes. We do want more stone. We need a lot more stone. We're also going to need all of this as well. Now, the reason that I am advising you to start off with 5 foundries is because a lot of the stuff, you can build like 5 of the electronic cards at one time. You need a lot of iron ore. It really is just in your best interest to go with 5 foundries, right? Make it all work for you. Hi Lisa, how are you today? So this, I just felt froggy and decided to do a how-to stream. The best way to run your Center Station Simulator from the beginning most efficiently. Oh, I'm alright. Excited for tonight. A little congested, so I apologize if I sound like crap and I have to mute every few minutes to clear out, so I am apologizing in advance for that. But, I honestly love the beginnings of games more so than the endings. Even like, if you ever watch my stream of The Infected, I've got a couple seasons on there. Yeah, I mean, it's, so with being in Florida, they do tend to be all year round, but we had a cold front come through, which seemed to make things worse, which is fantastic because that means that tonight when we go trick-or-treating, we're not going to be sweating our balls off. Like, it's going to be so great. I think the high for tonight is only supposed to be like 65 or 66. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Alright, so again, right now we're just working on 5 foundries. And it's the same thing that I advised Jessica to do as well. Which, thankfully, that is the one thing that she let me tell her what to do on that one. But we're going to finish getting... We need 10 more stone. Okay, we've got 4 there. Okay, we've got that cleared out. Did this give us 10? It did. It actually gave us 11. I don't want an extra stone, so there we go. Okay. So, the next step that it wants us to do is use the E key to take the iron ore in your hand, and use the 5 key to teleport your sphere next to you to be able to fill it with the iron ores you extracted. Or just whatever. Come back to your basement, take your ores in your hand, and press E on the foundry. So let me show you what exactly it means for that. You can either gather it from here, or remember I had you guys turn on the machine. And let me show you what the machine has been doing while it's on. So we're gonna G to put the ball down, E to look at this. See, we've got 14 ores and 16 stone. Now, what it wants you to do is hit E while you're holding the ball on the foundry. That puts the ore automatically in there. Now, we are not going to start our foundries yet. And this is for a very good reason. Hold on, guys, 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. Hello, welcome in. W. A whole bunch of W's. Alright, thank you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab 5 of each different ores. And there is a reason why I'm doing this. Again, I do everything for a reason. This is my how-to guide of how to get this started more efficiently. Okay, so we're gonna put our silver. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you guys following along. Okay, we're gonna get 5 gold. 3, 4, and ooh, there we go, 5. Now luckily, the developer did update the tutorial on this to add, you can either use the wood logs, or you can use coal. You want to save your wood logs. Unless you absolutely need to use the wood for the furnace, I strongly advise you to only use coal. You have plenty of it, I promise you. You will never run out of coal. You can always get more. And I will also show you guys a trick here in just a moment as well. Okay, so we've got silver, we've got copper, we've got gold. Let's go get aluminum and cobalt. Okay, so this is aluminum. It's like a light pinkish kind of color. Okay, and again, we're just gonna dump those right there. We're gonna go out and get cobalt and then coal. Hi Rob, welcome in. So I am doing just a how-to guide. These videos might be different in length, and they are going into a separate playlist. My best advice on how to start your Center Station Simulator games. This game is well worth it. I think I only paid like 15 bucks for it. I honestly don't know how much it is right now. But I have about 350 hours or a little bit longer into this game. So for crafters, for those who enjoy a really great crafting game, this is it. Rob, I do appreciate you being here. I know that you don't really care for crafting games like this too much, but thanks for being here. Thanks for moderating for me. I do only have this going on YouTube right now. I'm sure you've noticed. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to... No, I'm not live on Twitch. This is just going into my YouTube playlist. And the reason I did this is for this specific playlist. I wanted the bitrate on the videos. I have it set up for the for 35,000 so that it looks better. Regular videos, whatever. But for this specific how-to guide, it is only going on YouTube at the higher bitrate. Okay, so again with the coal, you can hit E. Alright, now it does take time for those to... Actually, we're going to take that out. It does take time for those to smelt. In the meantime, I know you can't see it right now, but there is actually barrels right here. Now, will it actually let us pick this up? There's iron ingots. There we go. Where's the other ones? They are hidden. Okay, I didn't think about that. There's actually a fourth one back here somewhere. Alright, well, let's continue on. So all of the junk that you see right here, you can use your destruction gun to break it down into the iron ingots. Now, this thing is extremely loud. I strongly advise you when you first start your game to go into settings, go into audio, and turn it down. Because it is extremely loud. Alright, so we can break that down. Oops, wrong button. Okay, now, we do not want to let our stuff sit here. Alright, so you can typically get about 2 to 3 uses out of the coal before you have to put more coal in. So, the reason why I brought everything down here first is to make sure that we are using our furnaces efficiently. Okay? Again, everything with efficiency. Now, it wants us to build the workbench, which I kind of wanted to put it here. Workbench. Can I just put it here, but it's going to mess with everything. Let's move this out. Okay, there we go. Machinery, workbench. Oof. Okay, now these walls right here, you can expand. This wall right here, you cannot. So if I was to try to expand, you know what? Whatever. For right now, because we're not going to be able to expand for a while. For right now, we're going to put that there. Okay, now if you look at it, it needs 6 wood logs and 2 iron ingots. Again, we do not want to waste our coal. So as soon as you see this, you want other stuff going in. And let's actually go get more coal, because we are going to need it soon. Now, what a lot of players do is build 2 workbenches. And the reason for doing that is if you start to build something and then realize that you're out of one of the pieces and you hit delete, you lose everything that was in there. So for that reason, a lot of players like to use 2 workbenches. Me, I've gotten very, very, very good at making sure that I have every single component that I need in the workbench first before I start any kind of crafting. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're gonna build bamboo storage here, because that won't necessarily block anything. Again, it doesn't necessarily look straight, but I promise you it is, because it says that it's 180 degrees. Okay. Now, it will sometimes give you more seeds back. Not always. And what I mean by that, it'll still give you 1 for everything that you pulled up. Sometimes it will give you more than 1. Copper. Alright, so we need 2 of these iron ingots. Oh, crap. And we're still waiting on 1 tree, which is fine. You can see the benefit of a second workbench, at least until you get used to... Yeah, Jessica learned that the hard way yesterday. Hey, Jessica! Gotcha on lurk mode. Thanks. Yeah, no, this is... So, I started a how-to guide. Just because of the fact that, like, it is a little bit difficult when you first start. You've been doing great. Uh, but I just like to, I love, you guys know that I love this game, right? I love it very, very much. So I started a third save. Um, you learned it before, yeah, because I made sure to tell you don't demolish. Yeah. Um, yeah. uh, no, that's okay. Well, I just started, so I mean, I don't think that I'm gonna get very far with this game, or with this one so far. Um, it won't be like a full 2 hour long video, I don't think. We'll see. Because part of what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna stop it at some point, and then just go clear out a bunch of the mine. So, there's that. But, uh, making a whole how-to playthrough is awesome. Yeah, I thought so too. Especially since, like, the I tried to do that at the beginning of the second season playlist that I have, but it gets lost. So by creating a separate how-to guide, if you want to go specifically, and see, all right, let's start this from the beginning and leave it just the playthrough, without a whole bunch of extra, store opening times and things like that. That I can do off camera, right? So I want to point out on this specific playlist, mostly just the best ways. Look at her mess. Right? Because this is just the beginning. Until I get, everything sorted, this is just the beginning. I will have, let's see, so storage. I'm going to have ingot storage pretty much like right here. Right? We're not going to do it yet because I don't have the saw benches yet. We're waiting on the trees. Not quite done yet. Played for a while off stream. Yeah, you do. You absolutely have to grind off stream with this game. It is not something that you can really do only on video. I mean, you can because Rusty Champagne is doing it, but he is extremely far behind on, getting stuff set up. Now, Jessica, with you tend to stream 4, 5, 6 hours, and that's, that's fine. That's, you can do that. I might stream 2 and then do a whole bunch of work off camera. Waiting on coal. Oh, I don't even have anything in there. Oh my god. I am so dumb. My bad, guys. I didn't even have anything in there. Okay. Alright, so there's that. For now, we are going to go stack the logs over here. And again, I advise you not to use the wood logs for the furnaces. Just concentrating in, but just yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so this is why we have more coal. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now it wants us to build the rotating blades for the saw benches. We are going to build 2. Again, this is how to do things proficiently. Where is it? Saw level 1. So we're going to click on the picture. I think it's this direction. I think. But we're going to build it away from the wall a little bit, just in case. And again, it doesn't look like it's straight, but it does say 90 degrees, so it is straight. I'm trying to decide if I want a game. I'm not going in blind. I want to see more like yours. It's only when I get stuck after... Oh, okay. More like Jessica first. Yeah. No, that's understandable, Lisa. Oops. Not that. Machinery. Okay. So we're gonna build 2. Space them out just a little bit so that you can go in between them, because you want to be able to turn them off. So that way you're not using every single bit of power. Okay, let's get the gold. Now, I am going to go up and get more silver. Silver is extremely important in the beginning of the game, and you do not always get a lot of it. You'll get more iron and more copper than anything, and a lot of times you will struggle to get silver. So we're just gonna dig a little bit. Okay, Jessica, I am going to give a spoiler. Close your ears. Give me 10 seconds to give the spoiler, and I will chat. I will chat when it's done. Okay. Going on Lurk for breakfast. Alright, guys. Again, how-to guide on efficiency. You can clear this out. You want to start on this left side. Clear it out to the edge. And go all the way around. Alright, do you see how I'm doing this? You want to go all the way to the edge, and you will know when you hit the edge. You want to go all the way to the edge, and then go to the right and go around. Okay? So, Lisa, do you want to type that we're at? Spoilers are done. Spoilers are done. But that is my biggest advice right here when clearing out the mine. Okay. Yeah, see, we don't get enough. We don't get enough, silver, like, at all. Now, in a perfect reality, if I wasn't just doing this guide, I would stop here, go clear out way more of the mine, and set everything up here for me just to continuously, for about a good hour, get ores. Okay? But for right now, we're going to leave that alone. We're going to build our 2 sawmills. Now, if you forget what it is, click on machinery. We need 4 logs, a main block, and a rotating blade. Okay? So, this is why you do not want to use your logs for the furnace. You have plenty of coal. More than enough coal. You will use more water on the bamboo. So eventually we are going to have to go run upstairs and get more water. You can get about 3 trees per water. 3 rounds typically. There we go. And then we got more. Okay, so it wants you to go in here. Saw level 1. Rotating blade. 2 iron ingots. Right? So we're going to pick up 2. We're going to E onto the rotating blade. E to put it in there. And we're going to make a second one. Because again, We are making 2. We're being proficient, right? We're making 2. We'll just put those in there and we'll kind of let it go out, I guess. That's fine. Main block. 8 iron ingots. This is why I wanted you, and I showed you guys upstairs. I don't even know if I got like all of this stuff upstairs or not. Let's go look because we're gonna need more. And then I'll show you how to teleport the balls. There we go. Alright, Destructo Gun. So again, I have my teleporter set to 5. Right? Click on here. Click the red X. Push the number 5 to get that to go away. And there you go. I think that was it for the junk upstairs. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to make a second main block. We are going to need way more iron. So let's go. Now remember, we have this on. Even though there is a metric butt ton in the mines, this is now at 76. We are going to turn this off. We're going to hit stop and turn it off. And if you see, our power went down to 43%. We're going to go check. Yep, this one's dirty. So without using any power, we should be at 32%. Okay? So we're going to click on the iron ore. And we're going to click take. A whole bunch. We want 20. Because we're going to do just a whole mess of iron ores, right? We're going to need more coal probably. Silver. And again, look and make sure that there's actually something in there, right? Okay, now I'm going to plot out storage. Whoops. Three across. Okay, and then another 3 across. And you may say, Holly, is there a specific reason why you're doing it this way? And the answer is yes. Of course there is. Because again, I am showing you how to be efficient. Now this is just how I am efficient with this. Other people may do it a little bit differently in ways that work for them. Now I'm going to have silver, copper, and gold because those are the 3 main components for how to make electronic cards other than plastic. So all I have to do, wham-bam, wha-bam, wha-bam. And then on the back side is everything else. You assume there was a reason? Of course. See? Again. Efficiency. Now, you will need a metric butt ton of iron. So again, we are going to keep that going. Alright, let's go get water. Because we definitely want our bamboo continuously going. And like I said, the bamboo will use way more water. So until we can get the water port made. And then let's collect our logs. We're going to get that collected first and then restarted because we want those as soon as you see that they're, you know, done growing. We want those replanted. Now, if you notice, that one gave a whole bunch of seeds. So I have 2 more seeds than what I originally started out with. Oof. Alright, we need more coal. Let's go get more coal. And then we will start with the next step of the tutorial. We're going to just gather up a whole bunch of the coal. This is actually new. I just realized this. If you hover over the actual ore, whatever, it tells you before you even pick it up. I don't know when he did that. The developer has done a huge amount of updates over the last couple days. I think this is actually one of the new updates. Because I haven't been in the mine in a while. I think that's a new update. That's kind of cool. Alright, so yes, we're going to go get a whole bunch of coal. We are going to need it for other stuff besides just the furnaces. But instead of having to run back and forth, might as well just have it down here. Alright, we're going to put this, we're just going to put it over here so that it's out of the way. Okay. We're going to go back and pick up. Alright, now it wants us to make wooden planks. Okay, so this is where our power is going to go up. Before we do that, let's go back out there because it's 43% and it should not be 43%. It should only been like, what, 32, I think? So we have, there we go, a dirty solar panel. That will be one of the first things that we purchase when we start making money, is the solar panel cleaners. But that won't be for a couple episodes. Alright. Take a log. Now we're at 45%. Alright. Now we do have to do this multiple times until we get the saw level 2. And that's fine. This is why I made 2 saws. You can make however many that you want. I made 2. I probably could have put them a little bit closer together, but that's fine. Okay, now we are to make the foundry. Or, I'm sorry, the refinery, rather. This is how we build. This is how we're going to get our plastic. Very, very, very important. Refinery level 1. We're going to stick that over here. Now, where do I want to put this? Because I kind of actually want 2. Do I want to put it in the corner? No, I don't necessarily want it in the corner. So again, we're going for efficiency here. These things are extremely slow. Did I really make this one crooked? I did. Whoops. Foundry. Alright. This takes a lot. Alright. So, fair warning. This is why we're making all of this iron ingots. And we're going to need way more. It takes a lot. So we're going to build it. And if you forget how to build it, Foundry, click here, one base, one chassis, one resource storage tank, and 7 main blocks, right? So we're going to go back to menu, refinery level 1, the main blocks, iron ingots, a whole bunch of iron ingots. So this, 4 iron ingots, 4 iron ingots, 2 aluminum, and 6 iron ingots. So clearly we're only going to make 1 on stream. But we're going to hit E to go back in, and we're going to start working on our first one. We're going to build this one. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through building 2. Whoops. There will be some stuff for this specific, tutorial that I will be doing off stream, because nobody wants to sit here and watch that. Are our trees ready? They are. And they're out of water, which is fine. We will be able to make the water resource point really, really, really soon. Okay, that's almost done. So we are going to replant these, wait for the iron to be done. There we go. Two, 3, 4, and 5. We need more iron, right? So let's go get more. We need 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to drop that because we can always teleport it to us. Okay? We need our trees growing constantly. We constantly need trees. Trees and iron ingots. The pace of this game is similar to that of Animal Crossing, just with a different gameplay loop. I don't know that I would say that. I mean, maybe. See, that's 2 very different games, though. Very different games right there, Lisa. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, though. Alright. We got our iron. Okay, we're gonna teleport our ball to us. Whoops. Wrong button. Not trying to say the game is like, oh, okay, just like maybe the grind of it, or like the setting up of it, maybe. I'm not sure I understand the thinking on that one, Lisa. Oh, slow pace. Okay, okay, I got you on that one. That makes... okay. Yep. Slow paced game. This is slow at first, definitely, for sure. Yep. Okay, so there's that. And resource storage tank. We need 2 aluminum. So again, that's the pinkish kind of color. And remember, I had you guys make 5 of everything to start with. Yeah. because you're going to need all of them at some point. Okay, those are close. And a base. 6 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this will tell you, look, if you see here, it still says iron ingot. That's because you still need iron ingots. Now it doesn't tell you how many you need, but it shows, hey, you still needed iron ingots. Alright, so next part of the tutorial. Now you can add wooden logs inside the refinery to start plastic production. You can use coal instead of wood. Do not use your wood logs for the oil for the refinery. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Use coal. It is way easier to use the coal. It's way easier to get the coal. And the coal actually gives you more plastic than the wood. Now, you will understand here in a minute why I said to build 2. Until you get the speed boost, these are extremely slow. Wait until you see a white bar on the black tank. Use the E key on it to obtain a bucket filled with plastic. Thanks to this, you can now build a water access point in your basement for the building menu and planting. Now, side note, this is why it is important to read the tutorial menus, or to read everything that it says on the tutorial. You want to know why? Picking on Jessica here. Jessica didn't read it all. And she didn't build her water access point until like the 2nd episode, and we were all yelling at her to build the darn thing. Yeah. So, when you're starting a new game, make sure that you actually read all of the tutorial stuff. But this is also why I'm doing it here too. So, main menu. Right here, water access point, 5 iron ingots and 5 pipes. Now, how do you make the pipes? Great question. Main components, pipes. 1 plastic each, and you need 5. So we're going to click on 5, hit craft, and if you see here, we've got 5 plastic. Now this is what it looks like for 1. So we're going to wait until it says 5, just because of the fact that we know we need 5. Crap. I need water. So let's go get the one last water. Alright. Is this done? Nope, not quite. That one is. Alright, we're gonna let those sit because I don't feel like running back and getting I don't want those to go to waste, right? We have a smallish amount of buildup for the ingots. So we're just gonna wait. We're gonna sit here with some logs. We're gonna replant our trees with a massive buildup of seeds. Until we get 5 plastic. So we're at 3. So remember, that's why I said we're gonna essentially build 2. Now, you're like, Holly, you've got those outlines over there. What are you doing with it? Well, here's what I'm doing with it. We're gonna empty out our our ball of holding. We're gonna pick up all these planks. And we're gonna put them in here. Just hit E. E. Okay, we need some more. Should I be using these planks for something else? Probably. But I want my storage first. I need my storage first. Now we're also going to build a bucket storage. That's what we can put in the corner over here. And I'll show you guys what that is for in just a little bit. I really probably should have put these closer. That's fine. Now you see our power is at 76% because we are using both saws. Is there a way to turn these off? Yes. By hitting the button. And we're back at 43%, which means we have a dirty solar panel. We always want to take care of our solar panels before it becomes an issue. Can we build more solar panels? Yes, we will. Eventually. Not yet. That will be in the how-to guide, I promise you guys, because we're going to build a bunch of them when we can. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pick up our ball. Hit E. E, pick it up. E, pick it up. E, pick it up. E, pick it up. Now, if this was built over here, we could actually put these on here if we needed to. However, we need the plastic pipes. So we're going to make those and pick them up using our ball of holding. Oops. Not yet. Not yet. I'm sorry. We're going to put these on the workbench. Just hit E to put them back in. Okay. Back to menu. Water access point. 5 iron ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right click on the pipes to get it out of the workbench. E to put it back into the pipe. We're going to pick this up. And there we go. So now, there we go. We can very easily water all of our trees and make sure that nothing ever gets too dry. Okay, it looks like that one's done. That one actually dropped an extra seed. Did you see how like it looked a little bit bigger? It dropped an extra seed. So now when we go to replant this, we'll have 3. Okay. Use the tab key to open the building menu. In the food tab, build a water bottle machine. Like the refinery, you can find all the components you need in the workbench's tablet. So, food, water bottle factory. We are going to build 2. Whoops. Laboratory. Alright. Make sure you have enough space. Okay, and we still have enough space over here. Tight quarters until we can expand. We're going to build the first one first. I hope. I need to get stuff organized. Alright. We're gonna put aluminum, cobalt, Okay, we got silver. We have 6 iron. We might actually need to start up the refineries or the stuff. The smelters. Okay, if you're not using them, turn it off. Turn it off. There we go. Alright, so let's go back in. We need a main block, conveyor belt, chassis, block part 1, and block part 2. Water bottle factory. Main block, 2 iron ingots, electronic card, plastic, and electric cable. We are definitely going to need more stuff. Let's go get some copper. We're going to need a lot of copper. Typically, this is where I would have stopped the video and just smelted a whole bunch of stuff, which I'm contemplating doing that and then maybe in a little bit picking back up, but we'll see. Let's see what all we can get done now, because we're gonna be busy later. It's Halloween, you guys, and it is also to note Rob and I's 13th wedding anniversary, so it is lucky 13 for us today. How soon can you make more balls? I can make some probably right now. Let's make, here, let me show you. Let me show you how to make balls. That's a good question. So, thanks, Lisa. Tab to get into our construction book. Storage. Click on the green ball because we only have the green balls available right now. We have to purchase the other ones, right? So, we're just going to put that right there. Now, it doesn't tell you what you need for it, but it does here. So we need 1 card, 4 silver ingots, and 1 cobalt ingot. Okay? So we're going to go in here. 1 electronic card, again, is a gold ingot, copper ingot, silver ingot, and plastic. So we're just going to build 1 for now to show you how to do it. Silver, gold, copper. Oh, always have this going. You always want your refinery going. Okay? Now, if you notice, hey Holly, there's a thing on your bottom right corner of the screen with an oil bucket, and it just went up. What is that for? Your refinery uses oil and either wood or coal. So let's go show you, before anything else, let's go show you the oil. This is your oil rig right here. The refinery uses 10. When you make engines, it uses 5. And when you finally get to using your gas station, the gas station uses a metric butt ton of gas. To increase the level, right now we're only at 20. So we can have 2 refineries, and that's going to max us out. So if we want to add anything else, we are going to have to increase the level, and that's 100. So this is constantly running. So when the refinery says that it's using oil and either wood or coal, that is what the bottom right corner is showing, is you're at 50% usage right now. Okay, so we put in our electronic card, And we need 4 silver and a cobalt. And there you go, Lisa. That is how you make your balls. Now, Holly, how do we get more? How can we make the higher balls? Alright. So you go in here for the upgrade. Oh, wait. Nope, not the upgrade. Build blueprints. Storage sphere for 100 items is 350. The unlimited storage spheres are 2,000. You want both of those. I will eventually be buying both of those. To get out of the screen, you can either hit the Windows button or hit escape, by the way. And yes, I'm making a mess of the copper right now. We need quite a bit of copper. Let's pick it back up though. And we're gonna start making some of the stuff. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead, when you have access to all the ball sizes, when would you use unlimited, when would you use the unlimited? Good question. I make one unlimited sphere for each of the ores, one for coal, one for stone, and one for clay. I use the 100, which is the other one, the orange one. I use those for the fabricators. And that's not going to make sense to you, which is okay. Those will get shown in a later episode. So I promise you I will show you when I use the different storage spheres for different things. There are times when it comes in handy just to use the 20. There are times when you need the 100. And there are times when you need the unlimited. Alright, so we're going to replant our bamboo. So now we have 3. Let's get our wood logs. Because we are going to need more planks soon. But we always want these to be growing. Oh, yeah, definitely. The higher ones take elite cards to make versus the regular cards versus the advanced cards. There's 3 different types of electronic cards to make. Alright, so we made electric cables. We need to make motors. We're going to make 3 to start with. Copper and iron. Okay, and then we're going to make 3 pipes. Okay, so again, I have the storage over here. Pick those up, and then E on the picture to put those in there. So we're going to start building our water bottle factory. 2 iron ingots, 1 electronic card, 1 plastic, and 1 cable. And we have all that. Okay. I didn't make electronic cards. Oh no! Okay, so this is where I pulled a stupid. Fine. Alright, y'all. I am eating my words. Here it is, on stream. I am eating my words. Okay. We need cards. You know what? Do we have enough to make 3? We do. Okay. And a plastic. Now this does not go in the ball. There we go. You could also pick up the ingots directly from here. We're using the ball. And put them in the storage. Let's make some more iron because we're going to very, very quickly run out of iron. Alright, so we made the main block. The conveyor belt takes 2 motors, 2 plastic, electric cable, and 3 iron ingots. So again, we made some stuff first. We're going to empty this out. You do not ever want to really let that go full because it'll stop making plastic. So you always want it going. I need more iron. Lots more iron. Now eventually you will be able to build an ore access point in the basement where you can pull the ore directly down here from what's up top. And it'll be super useful. Oh crap. We're out of coal again. We need those going. Because we definitely need more iron. Okay, 3, 4. Is it ever daylight? Yes, it is. It's just specifically for the Halloween update. It's spooky. Had I decided to do this any other time besides the Halloween update, yes, it does change from day to night. I think right now it's actually nighttime. And we'll come back out in a little bit to see if it changes. But the game is actually really beautiful at night. Because you see all the stars and stuff. During the daytime, it's just daytime. It's a little bland. 1 iron ingot, 1 plastic. Our last little iron ingot. Yeah, it's just for this. Once it gets Christmas time, if they do the same as what they did last year, it's beautiful outside. Alright, block part 1 is 2 iron ingots, a pipe, a motor, and electric cable. So we have one of each of those. We're just waiting on... There we go. Iron ingots. And again, we do have the second workbench, which I'm gonna have to move stuff over. I guess it's a good thing to have the 2 workbenches. It's whatever. I'll leave it. Okay, we're almost done. Two iron ingots, 1 cable, and 1 motor. Now, we just used our last cables and motors, so let's go back up. And cable, craft, thank you. We still have time. And motors. Seeing how to recover from screwing up is good for things targeting beginners. Yep, it is. Do I like to screw up though? No. But it's okay. Okay. Two iron ingots, 1 cable, 1 motor. And wouldn't you know it, we've got iron. There we go. One cable. Right click on here. E to put in there. Okay, we're hitting E to put it in there. And now we have water. Use the E key on the water bottle machine. Select water type you want, still or sparkling. And press start. If you wish to produce another type of water, you must first remove the opposite water from the production machine. So again, Jessica was having issues with water. A lot of it was because she still had stuff in here and she wasn't, well, she didn't realize that it was stopping whatever. So we're going to do select, so click select on whichever one you want to do first. Still water. Select. Craft. Now Holly, why are we making 2? Well, we're going to have this one being still water and this one being sparkling, so we can have both going at the same time. Alright. Main block. Okay, we got a cable. We got a card. We are out. That is bad. That is very bad. Okay. These are done. So let's take these. Okay. We're going to take this up. We're going to do some clearing. How often do you need to check your solar panels? Once you see your energy levels going up. If you just keep an eye out on your energy usage, when you see it going up, that's when you know to go out there and clean it. Alright, oops. How much coal did we get from this? 5. Okay. Can we get more? We can build a couple more balls real quick. That actually might be a really good idea. Either way, we need plastic. And if we run out of coal... He's on the ceiling. Okay, so this is nighttime. So then the red clouds must be the daytime. But look how pretty this is. I'm gonna drop the ball. This is true nighttime in the game. And it's just so pretty. Alright, we're gonna drop this. Pick up our iron. I only have enough gold to make... Ooh, I don't have enough stuff to make another ball. Okay. Let's finish making our second. So 2 motors, 1 cable. Do we have 2 motors, 1 cable? We sure do. 2 motors, 1 cable. How many plastic? 2. Okay. One iron, 1 plastic. I noticed the mummy on your workbench too. Oh yeah, down here. Yeah. We are not following the next tutorial step just yet. So remember, it's there. We're not doing it yet. We're gonna move this. You can hit E on those to drop them. But we are going to move it, I think. This has to stay here just because of how big it is. But I think we're gonna move one over. Yeah, because that ever so slightly doesn't fit. Okay, let's see if we can get some silver and gold. Silver. I'm gonna need way more silver than this. But we need to clear some of this stuff out. Okay, so we'll just do 5 for now. And then 5 gold. So we can start making a few more balls. we're out of coal again. It's okay. Alright, and then we're gonna bring down our silver. And that'll just stay right there. Okay, so this is full. It will stop right there when it's full. We always want that running. Alright, so where do we stop at? Okay. Block part 1. Pipe, motor, cable. We have a pipe. We don't have any motors and we don't have any cables. We can make 2 cables. Two motors. And then we're out of copper. We need copper. It's okay. I can wait a little bit. That's almost done. Pipe. Motor. Cable. And again, those cannot go in the ball. We need more copper. We want more copper going. Okay. Let's take this. Do I have an empty ball? I do. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to do this. I don't want to, move this until it is completely done, because we will lose out on stuff. So we have to let it finish burning. 1 cable, 1 motor, 2 ingots. 1 cable, 1 motor, 2 ingots. Okay. Easy enough. At least these are fairly easy to build. So now we have both types of water going. Now, the next part of the tutorial. Okay. We can do that since these are done. Come on. Ooh. While these are smelting. We'll get this restarted. Ooh, we got 1 extra seed. So again, you can put up to 9 seeds in there. Up top, head to your shop area. Use the tab key to open the building menu. Go to the shop tab and open the liquid tab to build a small drink fridge. We are building 2. So we're going to click on shop, bottle, small fridge. We're gonna put one here. Shop, bottle, fridge, and one here. I think. You know what? No. We're gonna do... I usually do them across. I don't know. What do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Let's do maybe this one. And then... this one so that they're facing each other. Because I'm going to have more than one. Eventually. But let's try to make it where they are at least fairly even. Okay. Now, to build those, we need 4 planks of wood and the small bottle fridge. So we need more planks. We're going to need 8 planks. Okay, so we don't want that to go to waste. Ah! My power went out! Alright. So, that's what happens when you don't clean your solar panels. Power goes out. And now we have to re-turn on the water. We're gonna turn on just the sparkling. See, that puts us at 82%. How are these doing? Those are almost done, so we need to keep an eye out. Let's go pick out maybe some more iron. We're just going to take all of this. Flashlight so we can see. Okay, we're gonna do iron until the coal runs out for that one. Alright. 4 planks of wood. We have 8. Oh, both of those did start back up. Okay. All right. And now, back to menu. The fridges are in the shop. Small bottle fridge, we need 1 motor, 1 card, 1 cable, 1 plastic, and 6 iron ingots. We need stuff. We're gonna make a couple things, which means, uh-oh. We need more iron. And we're out of coal again. I do not want to use my trees. So let's go see what we have. We have 1. Okay. It's getting really full over there, and I'm not going to clear it out just yet. We'll do that later. There. Alright, get those started because we are going to need more iron. Do I have 6 iron? I do not. Okay, so our refinery has stopped. Now, if you want to move something, there is no move button. What you have to do is deconstruct it. It will give you a box, and then you can replace it. Okay, so there's 1. We're going to put a second one right next to it. Storage bucket there. We're also going to do a storage bucket here, maybe? No. We're not going to worry about this. Okay, sorry if that just made you guys dizzy. Oh, have a great day, Lisa. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Happy Halloween! Okay, we're gonna pick up all of these. Put them over there. I think after I get the fridges built, this was probably going to be the end of our episode for this one as well. But let's make at least the first fridge. Oh crap, I forgot to make a cable. Okay. Cables. One card. Okay, so there's our first one. We don't have any cards, so let's make 2 cards. Okay, there we go. We're gonna need 6 iron ingots. Back to menu. Shop. Small bladder fridge. Grab our 6 ingots. And a plastic. Okay. Let's clean this up. Easiest way to get the water bottles up here. Click on your teleporter. Click the water. There's only 10 in here, so we want to leave that one alone. We have 2. Hit E. Hi, Zanny. Oh man, I was just getting ready to end this too. We only have 1 sparkling water. You just woke up? Alright, so here's our water. We are not opening the store yet because I want to get a whole bunch more stuff ready. And honestly, I don't know if I like how these are. I think I might just change them back to how I regularly have it, how I usually have it. I don't know. I don't know that I like them this way. But I can't really move them until they're empty, so. Okay, I think I'm gonna have the fruit and vegetable stands over here. And let's do, alright, so shop, materials. So we are going to sell some planks of wood. We are going to put out buckets of wood shavings. We are going to put out charcoal. We're going to put out a main component stand. Where do I want to put this though? You know what? What if we just do those here and then we'll put the fruits and vegetables actually. I don't know. Trying to decide how I want to put stuff. I might just leave it how I kind of have it now. Ooh, not that. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it. What if I do this way? Typing with one eye open. Uh-oh, did I really... That's crooked. Okay, we'll get it lined up. Alright guys, so I am going to end this one here because I want to take the time and fill up stuff here. I need to do a whole bunch of smelting. Next episode will most likely be Sunday morning, where we're going to continue on with the tutorial and go from there, because the next one that it has us do is the crusher, and that is very, 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 very important. So I'm going to take some time, clear out a bunch of the mine, get a whole bunch of stuff set up and ready for Sunday, where I can continue on and show you guys the best way to start your Center Station game. Alright, so I do hope that you did find the first episode useful. If so, please make sure that you give us a like, follow, subscribe, comment, hit all the buttons, do all the things. Alright, and again, I will be putting this in its own separate playlist, so look out for the how-to guide playlist. And until the next episode, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye!